Born in Southern California in the 1950s, drag racing's epicenter is still here as Auto Club Raceway in Pomona continues to be the home of the annual NHRA season opener. And over the years, the Big Go West has provided plenty of drama. Anticipation coming into this season was at an all-time high until precipitation nearly washed the weekend away. Perseverance prevailed, and finally the full throttle era began with our only round of qualifying. That meant added pressure to try and keep things together, especially following an off-season of change. After 5 straight Top Fuel titles, it's all new for Tony Schumacher. New team, new tuner. Same can be said for Larry Dixon, who traded the snake for a shake and a new beginning. What happened next to the new Al Anabi driver's not the only surprise. It's time to go full throttle and set you up for today's NHRA Race Day.
NHRA Race Day is presented by Lucas Oil.
And the good news for that car you saw come apart, it belonged to Morgan Lucas. He's still qualified 15th. He's got it pieced back together. And later today, he'll go after win number 1. And how about John Force, looking fit and trim and with that gleam in his eye? 14-time champ may indeed have found the edge he's been missing over the last year. From the second longest running national event on the calendar, welcome to the 49th Cragen O'Reilly Auto Parts Winter Nationals and NHRA Race Day presented by Lucas Oil, where the rain is falling right now. We guarantee we will have racing coming your way later today. Other news and notes we want you to know about. After 7 years running with the Powerade brand, NHRA and Coca-Cola have rebranded the series. Welcome to the Full Throttle era, an era that starts in 2009 with 1,000-foot racing with no nitro records in effect. Like it or love it, that's the way we're going to do it. If it changes, though, no problem. NHRA and ESPN got you covered for 8 more years. An extension through 2016. That is indeed awesome, indeed. Alongside of my broadcast partner, Mike Dunn, who's got some guaranteed work for a while longer. I am Dave Reef. I can see your breath. That means it's cold. Boy, I tell you, Mike, we have struggled through rain, and more rain. We barely got 1 round of qualifying. It's a miracle we're here as we thank our fans in the stands for joining us on this Sunday morning. But let's talk about race day coming up in a little bit. Will it start at 11? Will it start at 11:30? That's to be seen. But what will the mindset be for these racers heading into eliminations?
They're going to be nervous. Trust me. Both drivers and crew chiefs going to be very similar to yesterday. Only 1 qualifying run. You go up there. It's kind of a little bit of a crapshoot, not knowing what the track's going to give you. We saw yesterday. They know if it's going to be cool. The track's going to be a little bit tight. You could possibly see that shake zone, a lot of tire shake. Drivers are going to need to be ready to either backpedal, grab the brake, do whatever it takes to get to the other end. That's going to bring some nerves. And so basically they're going up there and saying, hey, let's do the best we can and see what happens.
Well, all right, what do you say we take a look at the biggest stories in each class heading into today's final eliminations? It's our Lucas Oil Rapid Fire segment. You saw the Al Anabi car lose fire. Larry Dixon, a DNQ. That is the big story going into this weekend. And what is being billed as the new Top Fuel rivalry between he and Larry Dixon, Tony Schumacher, rather. We know about all the team switching going on. Is this thing going to develop, you think? Top Fuel rivalry?
Oh, both drivers are playing it down. And, Larry Dixon's a pretty low-key guy. Shu's been pretty humble the last few years after winning so many championships. But he used to talk to smack when he was younger. There will be a rivalry. It'll be as much between the teams as it will be the drivers. And I can tell you, when we were testing, I went to testing in Phoenix, and when those 2 teams came to the line, you could just feel it, and that's going to continue throughout the year. I expect this to be a great rivalry when it's all said and done.
We will see if Tony's got some smack talk. He's standing right over here going after his 6th consecutive championship. Meanwhile, in Pro Stock, there's a guy going after his 3rd consecutive. His name is Jed Coughlin. He has mastered the countdown over the last 2 years. Is he the guy to beat again this year?
Well, I mean, he is the guy to beat because he is your defending series champion. He's probably regarded as the best driver in the category, arguably. But I'll tell you what, Jason Line and Greg Anderson have both tested very well in the offseason. They are making some horsepower. I talked to Jason coming into this event. He said they found some things. They feel they're much better. The key was they didn't know how much better, or what the other teams had picked up over the winter. But based on what we've seen in qualifying, those cars dominated pretty well with only one session. But right now, those teams look like they're making some big horsepower.
And funny car, Cruz Pedregon won the last 3 races. That's why he's the champion. Meanwhile, John Force only had 1 win, 4 DNQs. Statistically, his worst season ever since 1989. But looking at him here, he looks a lot better. Is John Force fully recovered?
I think he is. I mean, he looks fit. He's pumped up. I mean, he has that gleam in his eyes. And, you know, John, more than being a great driver, he's also a great motivator. And when he gets up, he can get his team up. The cars start running better. The team gets more excited. He gets more excited, and it just kind of snowballs on him. So I would expect he would definitely make a run at that 15th championship.
And he's got the Castrol edge. And as you look in his eye, Gary Gerould, you can see that gleam. It's certainly there. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Mike. And good morning, race fans. And yes, it's cold. Yes, it's wet, but it's going to get better. John Force says so. John, you're talking about getting the mojo back. What's different this year?
It's like Bob Fisher called me this morning. He said, Force, you're talking the talk, but he said, you got to relight the fire. And he's right. You got to get up, got mental. It's hard when it's dreary like this. But Coyle says at 10 o'clock, it's going to clear up, and we're going to rock and roll.
Okay, I'm checking my watch here. It's 8:36 here, something like that, Pacific time.
The fans have been standing for the last 3 days, waiting for that shot to hear the rumble of them fuel funny cars and dragsters. So, you know, they'll be here with us, and this thing's going to break. It's got to.
Now, we were looking for Ashley. She was coming here just a moment ago, and she's got the new cat, Simba. And I don't know if we're going to have enough time. I wanted to show you the cat. She's newlywed. Boy, John.
Her mother always had.
We're going to come back.
Her mother always had cats, and now she got Simba.
All right. Well, we're going to meet you. Going to meet Simba before this day is over, Dave.
We're going to hold you to that, G-Man, I promise you. Other funny car headlines, the Alan Abbey team, not just a top dealer, it's a funny car as well. We'll show you Del Worsham's maiden voyage in just a moment. It's Ashley Force Hood now. She did get married in November. Congratulations to her and her husband, Danny.
And Gary Densher makes the first 4-second pass in Australia. 486 was a great run. Melanie and TJ are both on the sidelines for the start of the 2009 season. I saw them in Phoenix, just looking everything over and hopefully trying to pick up a ride.
Matt Hagan, a very talented rookie, searching for that Automobile Club Road to the Future award. He qualified number 14 for Don Schumacher Racing. And Gary Sells, he says he's retired, Mike, but you're not buying.
I ain't betting the farm on that, I guarantee you.
We will have to see how that pans out. All right, funny car highlights. We promised you Del Worsham's first pass in the Alan Abbey funny car. Take a look at this one. Over in the left lane, first pass in competition. Just a 4:03.8, which ends up being the 3rd quickest pass in the 1,000-foot era.
And then put him in the #1 position at the time.
And that was Shake Khaled right there, the man who put it all together.
He had to be happy, but this might have dropped him down a little bit as Robert Height. He ends up getting that #1 spot with a 4:03.7. Obviously a little faster than that 24 mile an hour. We had problems with the clocks. Very nice run by Robert Height and Jimmy Brock's Brock Rocket.
And as always, you can see who races who by just looking up right here. Time now for our Fram email report, and a question that comes to us from Tierra Maynor in Colorado Springs. She knows that the NHRA is trying to help the teams out and says you can only go testing 4 days throughout this year. Well, she wants to know, Mike, how that new testing rule is going to affect teams.
Well, basically, I mean, it's in effect to try to save the team some money. When you figure it costs about $5,000 per run just to go down the track, that could save a lot of money. The problem is if you're struggling and you're having problems with your combination, not only are you not going to win races, it might cost you a little bit more money because if the things burn up before the finish line, you got to run to the 1,000-foot mark to try to get qualified, where in testing you would click it off at half track until you got the problem fixed.
NHRA at ESPN.com is the place to go if you've got questions, as we've got cats, Gary.
Hey, do we ever. This is Simba, 7 months old, full of fire for newlywed Ashley Force Hood. Quickly tell us about what kind of life it is with this little rascal, because I can see a lot of energy.
Yeah, he doesn't quite like the loud noises. We keep him in the lounge, but he loves my lounge, and my team loves having him here. He's kind of our team mascot, so we'll hope he'll bring us a little luck today, if he doesn't run off in the process.
How was Dad during the wedding at Tahoe in December? Did he survive all right?
He was really good, really calm, and, you know, kept all the little flower girls in order and doing what they needed to do, and he was great. We had a lot of fun.
We appreciate the opportunity to meet Simba. And John, wish you well. Great season for Force Racing. Man, they are strong, guys.
Thanks, G-Man. More NHRA race day on the way as we go check in with Jed Coughlin. Back-to-back as the Countdown Master. He's going to attempt to become the 4th pro stocker to capture 3 championships in a row. We'll check with him. For Tony Schumacher, new is the word dominating most conversations. We'll find out his view on new. And then 20 years in the snake pit. Larry Dixon's got a brand new home, but he's off to a tough start. We'll catch up with him and a whole lot more coming up.
NHRA Race Day is presented by Lucas Oil. Made in America, sold to the world. And in part by Prestone. Your inner car guy knows. Only Prestone is Prestone.
Only the U.S. Nationals has been around longer than the Craig and O'Reilly Auto Parts Winter Nationals, and tonight you can see how this historic race concludes. It's the first race of the Full Throttle Drag Racing Series coming your way tonight. 3.5 hours beginning at 7 Eastern on ESPN2. Let's talk Pro Stock and the Pro Stock headlines heading into the new year. How about Greg Anderson running quicker than the national elapsed time record in preseason testing?
Yeah, and how about that Alan Johnson? I tell you, he's going to look strong. He wins the showdown in Vegas and tested very well in the offseason. Erica Enders returns full-time in a Ford. Did not qualify here, but they're basically using 2009 as a test session to come back strong in 2010.
The Professor's got himself a full-time sponsor. It came late, but K&N Filters is on board in 2009. Dave Conley is in the same boat he is in 1 year ago. He's starting the season without a sponsor and on the sidelines. Greg Anderson not only ran well in preseason testing, he ran very, very well in qualifying yesterday. First car in the 650s. This was a stunning run.
Alongside your defending series champion, Jed Coughlin, you see Greg just pull away on the other end. Gets the #1 spot with a 6:58 track elapsed time record at 209 miles per hour.
And he has dominated this race over the last 5 years. The numbers speak for themselves. He's won the last 3 years from the pole, and he's starting there again today. But G-Man, he's trying to chase down the guy going after his 3rd consecutive championship. Only Greg, Bob Glidden, and Lee Shepherd have done that. Does Jeggy think he can get it done?
Well, we're going to find out later today because they're squeegeeing the water off the pad here. The weather is starting to break a little bit. We are told that later this morning we're going to be able to go racing. That's good news for everybody. But Jed Coughlin, you mentioned, back-to-back championships. He accomplished that in the same car. But now he's got a brand new piece of equipment. Does that create any concern when you only have limited runs on it?
No, not really. You know, Cagnazzi Racing builds our chassis in-house, and Todd Beavis and his crew do an excellent job. So, you know, last year when we came out for the preseason race and on to Pomona here, we pretty much rebuilt our race car that we won the championship from head to toe, front to rear, top to bottom. It was a brand new race car, basically, other than the pipe itself. This year, the only difference is it's completely brand new. So, but when we let the clutch out of it, we made 12 runs, and 11 of them were near perfect. So, I got all the confidence in the world, and really looking forward to having a great season on track here.
He is qualified 6th. Remember, only one qualifying run because of the rain. He faces Larry Morgan, round 1 today, Dave.
And Jeggy very busy in the offseason. He took part in the 4th annual Whalen Jeff Bodine Bobsled Challenge at Lake Placid. You know him by the yellow jegs.com. He kept it on all 4 skis where Bob Vandergriff did not. He slid all the way to the finish line that way. Had a lot of bumps and bruises, but no worse for the wear. When it came to the NASCAR NHRA Challenge, how about it, though, for Morgan Lucas? He took the win over Todd Bodine, and he's got himself a brand new Top Fuel teammate. It's 2-time Supercom champion Sean Langdon. On this week's Harley-Davidson quarter-mile profile, we hear from Langdon and his new boss.
Hi, I'm Morgan Lucas, and we're here with Sean Langdon. We already know he can drive a Top Fuel car, but can you answer the toughest questions we got?
We'll find out.
If you had to compare Top Alcohol to Top Fuel, what would you say the biggest difference is?
I would really say that the speed, half track on. A lot of the same procedures, you know, occur from the warm-up to the burnout to backing up, staging, everything like that. But the biggest difference is it does leave a little bit harder. Going down track, it pulls a heck of a lot harder.
Let's see, favorite racetrack you've ever raced at?
I'd say Route 66. I won the All-Stars there twice, and it's just been one of those tracks where whenever I go in there, I don't know, I just love the whole atmosphere of the track. It's a good, clean track, and it's fast.
Blondes or brunettes?
That one might get me in trouble, but I'd say blondes.
Del Taco or In-N-Out?
Oh. Those are, that's a tough one. I'm going to say...
I know he loves these places. That's the reason I figured this question
I'm
would
going to
be
have to go with Del Taco.
A, what's your favorite movie? And B, what would be your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
Favorite movie would have to be Step Brothers with Will Ferrell. I can about quote the whole movie now. favorite Jim Carrey would have to be, there's a lot of good ones. I would have to say probably Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
If you had to say, what would be the dumbest thing you've ever done behind the wheel of a race car?
Testing the car last weekend, I pedaled it on a Tuesday when there's really no reason to pedal it, and it hurt a couple parts, and that was probably the most embarrassing moment I've had racing a car so far.
Shawn Langdon not the only rookie in Top Fuel. Spencer Massey is as well. They should have a great battle. In fact, Spencer Massey took the ride held by that guy, Larry Dixon, the new Alan Abbey driver, Tony Schumacher, the champion for U.S. Army. They're going to join us on our NHRA Race Day set when we come back to Pomona.
NHRA Race Day is presented by Lucas Oil.
And here is the Top Fuel pits of Spencer Massey as we welcome you back to Auto Club Raceway. He figures to be one of the Road to the Future candidates. Keep in mind, Spencer Massey may be new to the NHRA, but he already is a champion in the IHRA, and he may need to count on all of that experience. He's going to go back and try to catch the two guys that has most momentum following the 2008 season. Of course, you got to talk about Tony Schumacher. This is action from Las Vegas. He takes the win. He takes the championship, his 5th consecutive and 6th overall. But the man who took all the marbles home and had all offseason to think about it was the guy who made his last pass and Don the Snake Perdome's car. Larry Dixon crosses the finish line first. Now he's got a brand new home at Al Anabi Racing. Other Top Fuel headlines you need to know about as we head into the new season. We talked about Larry Dixon joining the Shake and Alan Johnson. We talked about Spencer Massey. Mike, big surprise though, 4 of the top 10 drivers from 2008 are on the sidelines to start this season.
Shawn Langdon replaces J.R. Todd and Morgan Lucas. Tony Schumacher wins the 2008 Driver of the Year award, only the third Top Fuel driver, I should say drag racer, to win that. Mike actually buys Mac O'Toole's Top Fuel team of Antron Brown. Lee Beard was let go from that team, but Don Schumacher makes a wise choice and picks him up and makes him his team manager.
And now you are caught up as we've got Larry Dixon and Tony Schumacher joining us. That's got to make you guys get fired up, doesn't it? Absolutely. And Tony, why don't we start by talking with you, the champion. You've probably been through the biggest change of your drag racing life. Mike Green's the new crew chief. Virtually all of the members on this team are new. How's the transition gone?
I think it's gone fantastic. You know, obviously had the privilege and just such a great time over the last 5 years, winning 5 championships with Alan Johnson and the whole previous U.S. Army team. But the guys were outstanding, and it was going to take a little adjusting, you know, to get used to a new crew chief and some new guys. But they've been so easy to work with. Showed up at the first test session, got along great. You know, went out to dinner a few times, got to know them. But they're great guys. Great guys. They care, and I think, you know, it's like they all got drafted to the Yankees, man, because this is the U.S. Army. And I always say you're about as good as the people you surround yourself with. And the general was here yesterday, and these soldiers that came. And I think the inspiration is starting already. These guys that are serving their country overseas are coming back, and kind of these new team members are meeting them and going, wow, this is a lot bigger than we ever thought. Yeah. But the car went right down the racetrack. It didn't miss a beat. Got in the car, felt comfortable, and the car did what it was supposed to do.
Well, Larry, you must have the biggest transition. I mean, you spent half your life at Don Perdome Racing. I mean, it had to be like leaving home. I mean, what was that transition like going over to Al Anabi Racing?
It's different, obviously. I mean, the way Alan runs his program, the way Snake does. But at the same time, I've been around, you know, enough different crew chiefs over at Snakes. When you go into a new program, they have a different routine and just a different way of going about things. Obviously, the way they prepare things and do things, you can't argue with the stats. They've done a great job. So it's just a matter of fitting into what they got going on.
We saw the car losing fire a little bit earlier. We touched on the D&Q, your first one since 2006. Unfortunately, we're going to look at it again. Just want to know what happened to the race car on this pass. Tough situation with only one round of qualifying.
Yeah. I mean, it was tough, but the thing went out there and it just shook its brains out, and it actually broke one of the coils and then knocked the plug off the ignition and dead in the water. There you go. That's it. What are you going to do?
Did the rule surprise you a little bit, though? I think all of us were a little bit. Well, we didn't know that the rule had even changed following the 2007 season. It was new. Did you know?
No, but I don't think it really. I mean, it didn't play into things at all. I mean, it isn't one of the 16 quickest. So we'd have been fortunate if we got another run. You can go up there and knock it out. But the way the with the rain and the weather and all that. And, you know, the way that the times were going in the left lane and the trouble they had with the clocks, hey, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think it was a good representation of what I can do, what Alan, Jason, the rest of the Alan Avi team can do. And even, you know, I don't think NHRA wanted to have to set the field off of that one session, especially with the trouble with all the clocks and all the times in the left lane. But you know what? You do what you got to do. Fortunately, we got 23 more events to try and catch this guy, so we'll work on that.
I was thinking, seeing that he was in the left lane, I'm surprised even shutting off at half track he didn't run a 370 with that tune up in the clocks in that lane.
Well, I said before his run, I said, well, Larry, I'd be happy he's in the left lane. He'll probably run about a 363 in that lane.
Yeah, if we could have got close enough, I'm sure he would have.
Yeah. Of course, we were talking about the left lane. There was some issues there, as we're going to take a look at what probably is the #1 qualifying run. I think a lot of people will agree with that. It's a situation that affected 5 or maybe 6 different drivers. That's a tough situation to be in, especially in the situation that we're in here.
It's a tough situation, but looking back at the numbers, it looked like Antron probably ran an 83, which was better than us, and it's a much better system that they're using now to throw those runs out like they used to do in the old days, and know that the car made a great run, probably the best run, but while our clocks were messed up, we're going to throw it out. That was unacceptable. I like the way they're doing it now.
I think that's the way it's all going to work out. Races Del Cox Jr. today. We will see you in Phoenix. We know you guys are going to be back with a vengeance. Thanks for joining us here on NHRA Race Day this morning. Quickly to break we go. When we come back, we will catch up with the champion, Cruz Pedregon and Funny Car. You win the championship. You get your picture taken live. We'll peel them away and chat with the champ when we come back.
NHRA Race Day is presented by Lucas Oil. Made in America, sold to the world. And in part by Prestone. Your inner car guy knows. Only Prestone is Prestone.
The NHRA Full Throttle Series started on Monday with a parade and will conclude later today with the finals of the O'Reilly Winter Nationals. And you can see all the action on your TV tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern. It is time now to go to our Fram Track Talk with last year's Funny Car champion. Gary?
Amazing momentum for this team as they closed out last season with 3 consecutive victories to win a championship. But yesterday was the first time he'd been back in the car to get down the track. 1 qualifying session to rain. How much of a disadvantage, Cruz, do you feel you may be under with no off-season testing?
None. Don't think it's going to bother us at all. Yesterday was tricky conditions. I don't know that we've run in that cool of a temperature, so I don't think Ron had a lot of data. He probably had to dig in some of his dragster notes to try to figure out what clutch combination and motor combination to go down the racetrack. But, you know, I felt a little awkward. I felt a little rusty myself, but it's amazing how those instincts just come right back to you. Next thing you know, my foot's off the throttle and back on it, and away we went. And the car actually ran well at the finish line, ran 305. I think it was top speed. So, you know, it's everybody's the same out there. We've been doing this long enough where I don't think it's going to hurt us at all.
Okay, he's got Jack Beckman in round #1, and we'll see if they can continue that great domination at the end of the season.
That's great. Look out in the crowd. Hey, we've got a couple of special VIPs over in the crowd. It's Hot Rod Fuller and Hillary Will. Great to see them, guys. Mike, quickly, a final thought about today. It could be a nip-tuck kind of a day since we're in Southern California.
Oh, yeah. With these kind of conditions, we definitely see some upsets. But for a driver's standpoint, once that engine starts, you're going to forget about everything, have confidence in your crew, and go out there and do the best job you can to try to get the win.
What's the one thing you don't see over Mike and I's shoulders? Raindrops falling off the tent. That is good news, and that means we will be going racing later today. Coming up next, it's the Lucas Oil Pro Polling League. Be sure to catch that. And be sure to join us tonight at 7 o'clock when we will have the finals of the Cragans O'Reilly Auto Parts Winter Nationals, the first race of the 2009 Full Throttle season.